Home ownership. That's what we're talking about today. I want you to be safe, secure, and independent. Owning your own home will give you much of this. Now, I'm not talking about being financed to your eyebrows. I'm not talking about paying interest out of this world. I'm talking about owning your own home and property. If you have to start out small, get you some property, build your home cash, make it where nobody can ever come and take your home from you. You owe that to your family. You know, our parents and grandparents used to have this instilled in them, and they called it the home place. The home place used to be something that was looked at and admired, and people loved to go there, and they had memories and they had roots. As a man and as a father and as a husband, you have a responsibility to provide safety, security, and roots to your family. Moving around, not setting up a proper home place for your family should be frowned upon. Now, I know a lot, I don't blame anybody, because over the last, I don't know how long, it has not been taught to the children of our country. It is actually, matter of fact, there are some big names out there that talk against it, because so many banks have come and took home places away from families, because the families were not taught financial literacy. They were not taught how to run their kingdom. They were not taught how to grow and prosper on a home place. It can be so beneficial for children to grow up in an area, to go to the same school, to make those connections, to have those friends, to be able to go somewhere and see the results of what their family has done throughout the years. I hope and pray that before I die, I can leave my family something that awesome. I'm working on it now. I don't have it yet. But to be able to give my son the roots that can see him really prosper and hold him close to the land is something that I dream of. I want him to be so happy in his surroundings and so comfortable that he will live and die for his place on this earth. I want to break this down in two parts. The first I want you to understand is being debt-free and owning your property flat out, having your house paid for, not owing anybody. The borrower is slave to the lender. As long as you owe money on your house and your property, you cannot fully enjoy the benefits. You cannot fully enjoy the ownership and the freedom and the security that a home place offers. And also, some of those bigger channels, you know, they have their great points, but they also have some really bad points, in my opinion. Now, they will tell you to get rid of your home. Go rent. Go lease a place that you'll never own. When you rent, you're just handing somebody your money for nothing. Nothing. If I want to just go stay somewhere like that, I'd rather sleep on the street. I just don't. That's why I have a mobile home right now. We were in a hurry to get us a house, and instead of building, I ended up with a mobile home. which is fine and great. At least I was paying on something that was going to be mine instead of paying rent every month. And it is going to be mine before long. Now, the landlord owns the property. They call him a lord for a reason, because you are a renter. You will be his peasant. You know, in the medieval times, they had nobility and they had peasants, and it was basically the same thing. The nobles would kick you out, kick you off of their property if you didn't go fight for them, if you didn't do the work on the property. They wouldn't even allow you to hunt the animals on the property to feed your family. You had to give them part of your crops. See, if you own your own property and things go bad, you can grow your own crops. You can hunt your own animals. Nobody can tell you not to. As long as you keep the taxes paid in the United States, nobody is going to come and take your property from you. You have a level of security in land and home ownership. You will be lord of your domain. You will be king of your property. That means a lot. Your little princes and princesses will grow up knowing that they have an inheritance of their father's riches. And that, to me, means the world. My dad don't have much, but what he does have means the world to me. And I hope that one day I'll be able to leave stuff like that to my son, and it will mean just as much to him. I still have my mother's last truck, her little pickup truck. And I guarantee you, I'll hurt somebody over her pickup truck. That was her legacy to me. She loved that truck. I remember the day she got that truck. They paid for that truck. They financed it. They put blood, sweat, and tears in getting that little pickup truck. And I'll be doggone if I would let somebody buy it from me or take it from me or anything like that. It's a legacy. It is roots. It is something that I can pass down to my son, and he can feel the comfort of his ancestors standing there before him just by looking at the things that they touched in life. I know everybody don't look at it like that, but I do. Let's talk return on investment. Some of those channels will tell you you will lose money if you own your home and own your land. And I'm here to tell you, it's not always about dollars. The riches that you have from owning your own property way overshadow the riches of the United States dollar bill. Your return on investment is the roots for your children, the connections and the family and the friends that you can build in an area, and your kids will always have those connections. They can build a life there and be happy. Your return on investment is the security that you'll have knowing that if something happens in business, nobody's going to come and take your home place from your kids and your wife. If you set things up properly, they will be secure forever. Research how the rich protect their assets, protect their properties and their mansions and such. There are ways to where they will never disappear. Unless we were took over by a foreign nation, and then everything would be burnt and everybody would be dead. So, whoop, there's that, you know. You can't help those sorts of things. But I guarantee you, they play a hard time taking it from your family if it's a family place. And if you have enough land, like I say, you can grow crops. You can raise animals. there's a lot you can do to create a microeconomic structure to keep your property alive, to keep your family alive, even in the hardest of times. So don't be a slave to a lender. Don't be a peasant to a landlord. Be a king. Be a queen. Own your property. Now, there are credit lines out there that work because they can make you money. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about your personal dwelling place, your personal castle, your personal land, your home, the place that your family will grow and prosper from. Base of operations. Even the United States has a base of operations where they put their government, and that's Washington, D.C. Build your castle. God bless. I will catch you on the next ride.